All right, let's just remind everybody that all meetings will be audio and videotaped. They'll be shown on the Township of Oceans Community Channel, Cable Channel, Channel 22 on Verizon Fios, and Channel 77 on Cablevision. Can we have a roll call, please?
Mayor Napolitani?
Here.
Deputy Mayor Fisher?
Here.
Councilmember Zachara?
Here.
Kaplan? Here. Terry? Here.
The notice requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act for this meeting have been satisfied. A copy of the annual notice was sent to the Asbury Park Press and the Coast and posted in Town Hall, filed in the office of the municipal clerk on December 14, 2023. We have our township manager on the telephone, so if anybody is watching, you'll know that it will sound like Oz. Let's start. We don't have Greg here. He's on vacation. Dave, do you want to give any updates as it relates to Greg, or do we want to just skip that?
No, we're skipping engineering tonight.
Okay. Flag policy, we have a change of the flag raising dates. Any questions or comments on that from our Monmouth County Clerk, Christine Hanlon, and Director Commissioner Tommy Arnone from the Italian American Association for the Italian American Heritage Month.
Rob, what are the dates?
Yeah, what are the dates?
So we had said 7 days,
Right.
Okay.
and we want to do it on the 1st, which would be the first day of Italian Heritage Month. Unfortunately, Columbus Day is on the 10th, so we're missing it by 2 days. So we'd like to extend it so we can keep it, keep the flag up from the first day of the month through Columbus Day. So we needed to modify that
Okay, so from
if everybody's in agreement.
October 1st
Through the
through
10th.
10th.
Still think it's a long time to have a flag up.
7 days?
Well, the
9
1st of
days.
October
10.
is the first day of
Council.
Italian Heritage Month, and Columbus Day happens to be the 10th. So we were trying to keep it for the first of the month through Columbus Day.
So it's 12 days.
10.
Council meeting?
11? Yeah, okay.
10 days.
11 days. 11 days. The 1st and the 10th.
Sure, okay. 1st to the 10th.
Okay, so discussion. I mean, I think 1 day is like ridiculously short. That's my opinion, but look, we're a body of 5, so.
Yeah, I mean, I agree 1 day is short, but I also think 12 days or 11 days is too long. So, you know,
Well, it is
'Cause it would be
Italian
precedent
Heritage
setting.
Month.
Right.
but there's a lot of heritage months, you know.
I know.
5 days, 7 days, we probably.
I'll do it a week.
Well, we had it as a week, and that's the problem. If we do it the first day of the month, which is the start of the Heritage Month, and Columbus Day, I mean, I don't have any other,
When is the program?
which program?
When
Well,
they come
the
to.
first, I think they want to do it.
They do it on the 1st.
Right.
So, okay, I see the problem.
Right.
So they want to come on the 1st.
And keep it through Columbus Day.
Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. They're not going to do it on Columbus Day?
We wanted, no, not we, they, the club and them hashed it out, and they thought the 1st was the best day, because it was a weekend also. Columbus Day happens to be, well, it's not always, but it happens, well, maybe it is always a Monday. So that was the logic.
It's observed on a Monday, but I think the actual day is the 12th. 10th and 12th.
Hold, please.
Well, the 12th is Saturday, 13th is Sunday,
The 14th is Columbus Day.
so the
What day?
14th.
It's
So
Monday
now-
the 13th.
14th, yeah.
Yes, now you're at 14 days.
Then something, so hold, please. That is 2 weeks. Stand by, let's bring that back for a second, give me a minute.
Well, here,
It's October, so we have time.
okay.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll
We
figure
can
it out.
even discuss it next month.
Actually,
We can discuss it next month. Let's discuss it next month. Let's move on.
And see
We do have-
if there's a preference, if we
Yeah, we have a lot of
can't
closed
concede.
session items, so we don't need to belabor this one if we don't have the answer. Rob, you
I
can reach
probably
out
do, but give
to
me a second.
the clerk and Director Arnone.
I stand corrected, I'm sorry, I got it right, I got it wrong. So the Italian American does the Columbus Day breakfast on the 6th. That's how we got this 10 days. So the 6th is the day that we'd like to raise it and then keep it up through Columbus Day.
So that's really only 8 days.
Correct.
So the 6th
That's-
to the 14th?
Yes,
It's fine.
thank
Yeah,
you,
that's
sorry.
good.
I knew it was a close.
We good with that?
It's fine.
Are you?
Okay.
Yeah, I have no problem with it.
Okay.
It's just
Ethan?
precedent
Yeah.
setting, so we'll probably see a few
Dave.
more 8-dayers.
Okay,
Thank you.
fine. So it goes up on the 6th?
Stays up until the 14th.
Fine.
Somebody want to give a motion?
Motion, I don't know if I should do it.
I'll make a motion.
Someone second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'm gonna abstain.
Opposed? Okay, let's see.
Thank you.
June 13th.
There's a problem with the June 13th meeting. Rob can't make it and Geeta can't make it. And I think Dave is even out of town. We were wondering if we could switch it to June 6th. Is everyone here for that? And we might have to have one quick special meeting towards the end of the month for liquor licenses. Like an in and out, strictly liquor licenses.
So you're saying Tuesday the 6th?
Yeah, oh, wait.
Thursday.
Thursday
Thursday the
the
6th.
We're in June.
June.
Okay.
I'm open.
It's
Doesn't
just
matter.
the environmental and shade tree commissions are that day. We need an alternate site.
No, they'll need an alternate.
Okay. Just trying to play nice.
Timing, delivery, that was good.
Yeah. They could potentially, do they get, how many do they get?
What time do they start, Jack? 7?
7.
I didn't mean to offend you, Jack.
If they
It's 7 to 8 and 8 to 9 usually.
Yeah.
7, 8,
And they're
8
up
to
here.
9, the same
Oh,
night.
yeah,
They're up here.
Yeah, so.
We're out of here.
Oh, we'll be,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
But there is another room that they could use.
Yeah, but if you're 7 to 8, it doesn't matter anyway. We're out of here at 7, we go downstairs.
Then you don't have a conflict.
Yeah, so
Right.
we're good. 6 works.
7 a.m., right?
Do we need a motion for that, Matt?
Yeah. Yeah, because we said it.
Okay. Someone please make a motion to move the June 13th meeting to June 6th.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
Now we should get in touch with Matt Patrico.
Right, 'cause he wanted that date.
10th hole
Well, that's-
kickoff.
But you won't be here. Just
Dave, you
3
wanted to
months.
talk about that, right?
It happens to be a Jewish holiday. I can walk or run. So
Which day?
the 13th. But I can.
13th.
No.
But for the golf.
Oh,
Then why don't you do the
thing, I
ribbon
could
cutting
walk.
for the 10th hole on the 13th?
I can get there. Just here.
Unless we,
Sorry.
well,
I'll
we
let
Well,
can
Mike says,
tell- No, we can ask Mike to make it a different
he was
day.
talking about Wednesdays. Wednesday okay for you?
It's a 2-day Jewish
Oh my
holiday.
goodness.
So
No,
I'll
one
make
day.
it work. Whatever
Because
everyone
we don't
else
do
needs.
anything one day.
No, God forbid. But I'll.
I think
I'll-
Mike's got flexibility.
Yeah, because it's truly not opening till, what did he say, that Monday, right?
Yeah, well, there's, I think
To the
it's gonna be-
public?
Yeah, like a soft opening and then whatever. Mike will figure it out.
Yeah, or I could figure it out either way.
Does Dave have any?
So it's gonna be on the 6th?
6 is a new council date.
And I'll let the environmental commission know, but they'll be able to come in anyway. Does Dave have anything?
Dave, do you have any items for discussion? I forgot he said it.
Yes, Mayor, we got the deer management plan.
Yes.
Tonight, you have an ordinance before you which would allow us to have the hunt in JPP if necessary. And once that ordinance is adopted, that will go into the plan. The plan should be ready, I'm hoping, for the June meeting. I know we just moved it up a week, so that's why I say that. And then once that plan comes before you and you have a chance to look at the draft, council has to do a resolution approving the submission of the plan, and then it's off to DEP, Fish and Wildlife.
So Dave, what's the time, roughly? How long is this thing gonna sit there? Because we really need to make a move here.
Well, like I said there, Mayor, I have a meeting next Thursday with Senator Gopal, and a couple of things on my item is the shared services, the LEAP grant, the Fish and Wildlife. So I'm going to run everything past him that we're doing that touches the state, the workforce, housing, everything.
Okay.
So that
Now-
hopefully we can get him to advocate for us to get that going and not sit on somebody's desk for months.
Dave, are we limited? I mean, we submit this plan. Kelly and I were talking the other day. I mean, are we locked into this thing? I mean, do we?
Do we need their approval?
Yeah.
If can we advance without them?
No, we need their approval.
For funding or approval to proceed?
For approval to proceed, they have to approve the plan. If they don't approve the plan, we can't do anything.
And is the plan inclusive of the hybrid approach?
Yes, and that's the only plan that they'll most likely approve.
Because they were full hunt, correct?
Yeah, but they allowed for the hybrid for
There's precedence?
spring. What was it? I can't remember the name of the town. Princeton.
Princeton.
Okay.
So, Dave, they would probably approve a hybrid, but hypothetically, if Ocean Township said we're just going to do a hunt, it would be automatic, or would they have to approve
Oh
that
my
too?
God! Yeah, they hands down because the
They still have to
board
approve
down
it
there is
technically.
full of the hunters, so that's they would approve that in a heartbeat.
Okay.
And this is their crew that comes in, correct? Not,
No, the entity that we have with us with the plan, White Buffalo.
White Buffalo.
They'll
Okay.
coordinate all the efforts.
and the
with
licensing and all
approved,
that kind of stuff.
Hunters, and as we discussed before, the meat would go for the hunters for hunger and
Oh, yeah.
things of that nature. But licensed people would be doing this, not us.
Okay.
So let's see what the senator says in what he thinks he can do with trying to push that a little bit up there in the state. But, you know, this has been a real drag here. So, I mean, we've got to, hopefully he can push it for us.
Yeah.
All right. What else, Dave?
Pleased to announce that the audit is complete. You should all have a copy. There's a resolution on that we're seeking your approval that has to go down to local finance board. But we have a clean audit and no comments.
That's always a good thing, Dave.
It's a good thing to.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Very well
And
run
then
town.
last but not least, another good item, the grant for $10,000 was submitted for the community energy planning grant in conjunction the administration township with the environmental commission. So hopefully we'll get that $10,000 sometime over summer, and then we can start the actual planning of an energy plan. And that's all I have.
Very good.
Yep. The others for closed session.
Yep, and we have a lot, so we're gonna, get through this and go into close probably a few minutes early anyway. But next up, public comments. Let's start with Jack, then we'll work this way. Jack, go ahead.
I appreciate all that you guys are really doing. I think you're working real hard. But I also.
Should we take some time off?
Absolutely. Anywhere between 5.
Hear that, Dave?
5 in the evening and 7 a.m. You take that off. The only thing is, again, I would encourage participation in the Shade Tree Commission. We didn't have a representative at the last meeting. I realize there's a lot of things going on, so you try to make the best of your time. But it is important to have representation, I think, to voice what the town is thinking about some of these things. So I would encourage that. They weren't able to make that. I think they did make the environmental later. So it's just something to just a little, keep a look at it, because the Shade Tree Commission has a lot on their plate also, and I think they need encouragement from the council. That's it.
So, Jack, what are they looking for from us? I'm just curious so that we can, bring to the table what you want.
There's
I
a
mean, I've
list-
expressed my concerns or, opinions on it and the ordinances and things of that nature, but
I think they're basically looking just to get the thing going, John, and make.
the tree planting plan
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
But that's really you guys are charged with that. So I mean, we're waiting to see what the plan is.
I think when I sat in, they were seeking an alternate funding source, right, for the seedlings because we lost our grant for the schools?
Well, the tree give-outs, handouts have been taken for the most part, has been over with for the most part, including some school kids, which made me happy. I think that's where you start this whole thing, is at that level of understanding of interest in the community. And then these kind of things like shade trees and so forth. So I think just somebody to be there to add support and comment, perhaps, John, as your comments about the orders and so forth. So I would just encourage, I think it's an important thing to do. And I think it's pretty much just somebody saying, yeah, that's a good idea.
We can rotate the members of council in there. That's not a problem.
Yeah, I don't think you have to be a shade tree type of person to do it. I think it's having to do with funding and things of that nature. I think there's a similar encouragement for where you can find the money. And then you always have to wait on somebody else to bless it. But can't you just push it through and get the council to go along? Whatever it is, I don't know what the protocols call for.
Well, we do have, but Dave, if I'm not mistaken, there's a sizable amount of money in the Shade Tree Commission budget, right? I mean, that they have from fees?
Yes, and they're fully aware of it because they always ask what the balance is.
Yes, I mean, Jack, as it relates to money, if you tell us what you guys are thinking, be more than happy to listen. We've been waiting for a shade tree plan or a planting plan. I know that Bill Brooks had asked to put a few trees over by the new golf center that we're putting in. That would have been great. We told Margie we were going to plant a tree for her. We want a location for that. So yeah, I mean, there's.
Go ahead.
I think that they just need to interact with you guys more, or you.
Have they come up with any planting plan at all? Have they?
They've had some. They look right at actual trees on somebody's property type of thing. So it's that level of detail in some cases. But I think they need somebody to nod yes or say, okay, we'll back you on that or something like that. I just don't see it.
Jack, that plan has been in the works for at least 5 years. The
Yes.
last time I attended that meeting was prior to the 2019 election.
Yes, I understand.
And so, with due respect to you and the Shade Tree Commission,
Where is the plan?
yeah, get off your
That's it.
asses and get it done.
Well, we're on
Seriously.
film there.
I know, there's
Figured that would come out of my
mouth. We'll let you know what we think.
Or mine?
I'm just being blunt. 5 years.
Figured that out.
I'll communicate that.
Thank you, pal.
Yeah, Jack, I got to tell you something.
To get off
If
your, whatever.
Jack, if we get a plan,
Excellent.
you guys come to us with something. We've been I agree with Rob. I mean, we've been talking about this for years. So let's get something and at least start. Let's get Margie's tree. Let's start there. And then we can move forward. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
All right. We're in agreement?
I'll try to agree.
We'll start off with one.
Everyone has to start with one.
Yes.
My yard is full.
Anything else, Jack?
That's all I have.
Thank you. Yes. Names and addresses for the record.
Hey, I'm Dr. Felicia Stoller. I live at 8 Overlook Drive in Homedale, New Jersey. I'm here as somebody who is a business applicant. I know that this evening you all are supposed to be addressing the cannabis licenses and the proposals. The reason why I wanted to come in is I wanted, first of all, some clarification as to the process. First of all, I know that your notes for today's meeting just went up very recently on the website, the agenda, and on the resolution, on one of the pages, it looks like it says here, it says, with regards to the specific resolutions per application, it says here's, it's page 77, submitted an application to the township to operate a Class 5 cannabis retailer business and was deemed to be awarded one of the 2 available licenses. Are you doing 2 licenses?
7.
102A.
For retail?
102A. Retail's only one.
It says 2 on here, so that's why. I mean, I literally printed it and highlighted it like 50
Class
ago.
1, Class 2,
It says
Class 1.
5. It says Class 5. Here, I'll show you. It's right here. I literally just printed it.
104, resolution issuing a Class 5 retail cannabis
One
license.
of the 2 available licenses.
So 2 licenses in the whole town, or 2?
It says
It says,
one of the 2 that were submitted.
What paragraph are we talking about?
Right there, where 24-104, it's whereas.
it says one of the 2 available licenses. So what I'm asking is,
I-
there
To
2
respond.
retail?
Yes, no, that's a typo. There's only one.
Yeah. Yep.
That's
Only one like,
there's only one Class 5
Well, I thought
license.
there was, but that's why I read it when I was preparing.
For retail, it's only
today,
one,
so-
that
Correct.
was
Yes.
from a month ago.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Right, okay, yeah.
Okay.
What it should say is one of the 2
three, four,
applicants.
5, 6.
Wait,
No,
Right.
just stop it as to be awarded the,
Business and was deemed to
One
be
of-
awarded one.
one.
Just-
Cross off of
just-
the 2.
Awarded.
One.
just award, just say awarded the
One.
license.
Right, yeah.
I wrote it, I got to change it.
There you go.
Okay. Well, that was gonna be a question.
Matt, that's why we have you here.
Yeah.
That's why I went to law school.
Yes, sir.
Red pencil.
Anyway, that wasn't the only thing I came here for. That was just while I was prepping for today. The reason why I wanted to come here is I was a little bit concerned about the fact that it was my understanding that this was a closed bid process. And I was the person who put in the bid application for the group that I'm participating with, and I had to sign an affidavit that I was not colluding with or having conversations with anybody else regarding this process. And I received an email on April 1st from a lawyer that is working with somebody else who apparently is another applicant in town. And I was a bit taken aback by that because there's a compromise if this attorney is reaching out to me on behalf of another applicant, which by nature of the very letter that I got, I shouldn't even be saying it out loud because I would be in violation of a cease and desist that was sent to me, which I can definitely send it, but it's, to me, as somebody who put a lot of time and effort into an application, just for your information, I ran in 2018 for U.S. Congress as a pro-cannabis candidate. This is something that I take very seriously from a medical perspective and a health perspective. I recognize the value in it, and I applaud all the municipalities that agreed to do this. But I am a little bit, I guess concerned is the word with regards to the process. I know that some of it, and I understand why some of it, in terms of looking at some of the financials within the applications, is held private. I was wondering whether or not whatever, and I don't know what your decision is today, but whether or not that scoring process will be made public so that it's completely transparent, because it's, there are a lot of people in this town that were on at least my side of the application. I don't know about I don't know any details really about anybody else's application that was in here, but there was a lot of work that went into it. I am aware of the fact that there were some personal issues with regards to one of the people in the application that triggered a whole mess. And I would like to hope that the rest of the people that were on that application, myself who did all the work on it, that there's no prejudice because of that, and that I did reach out to, the town clerk and to the lawyer to find out if it was possible to even remove anybody from the application, because per your guidelines, you can't alter that application once that process is in place. So, I'm just coming here I'm being transparent, I'm frustrated. And I other than that, I don't know, what else to say with regards to that. I'm not involved in anybody else's dealings, and neither were a lot of the other people on the application. And that's.
I would have to defer, I wasn't part of the
You know,
assessment.
What was that?
I wasn't part of the assessment, so everything that you're
No,
saying
No,
is foreign to
we will be
me.
discussing in closed.
Okay,
The
Yeah.
scoring, that one is going to have to be, that's going to be after decision.
Yeah.
Whether or not that is going to be published, whether or not that is, I don't, as I said, that'll all be discussed during closed session. In terms of the fact that you got the cease and desist letter, Doctor, I think I probably told you how I believe that they got it, because, you know, your address and the company is a public knowledge, but it didn't come from this council, and none of that documentation left the subcommittee at that point, or what the council is. So that's,
You know, it's just the irony of it is that, wait, no, just 1 second. Is that this told me not to discuss this business dealing with anybody, right? With regards to what went on, you know, with our business dealings. I received a call from a lawyer who was basically trying to get me to pull out of and remove my application because of my association with somebody else. That was another attorney unrelated to this. So the person, so it's like somebody hired a lawyer to tell me not to open up my mouth about anything, and somebody else not to open up their mouth, but then I got a phone call from another lawyer basically suggesting I might want to consider not being associated with somebody. And I'm like, well, I put a lot of work into this application, so I'm just putting this out there, you know, to be clear, because I think it's, you know, I recognize that you all do volunteer work by running stuff in your town, and there's a lot of stuff that there's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of commerce that's gonna come into your town as a result of this, and people wanna do business in your town, and we wanted to do business in your town, and so, I'm just, you know, again, not wanting to feel like there's a bias in this process, and I just want to be, you know, clear with that it means a lot to myself and to my business partners, you know, that you be aware of that, because I did not do anything and talk to anybody. I was the person who signed off on that application, so if other people did stuff, you know, with regards to that, you know, that doesn't fault the rest of the people that are party to that application, and many which are people that are residents and other business owners in this town.
your application was not just tossed aside. It was looked at. It will be further discussed. So,
Yeah, I got it.
and I know that we've
I know,
talked before.
and I
so.
appreciate it, I think I've been, you know, not hysterical about it, but, and as all of you can imagine, if that happened to you and you were in this situation, it would be a little alarming too, so.
Understood.
My name is Blue Gunner. I'm the CEO of Blue Dream. We're a medical marijuana collective, nonprofit, and an adult recreational multi-state brand out of California. I opened in 1998, and I'm in continuous operation still in California. I have Asperger's, so if it comes out weird, I apologize. About a year ago, I was awarded licenses in New York, and my company came out here to start, we'll call it the East Coast migration of modern marijuana. I met Dr. Felicia Stoller, and she really was an impressive president to represent my brand, considering where this industry came from. I wasn't aware of your city. You know, I live in Homedale, New Jersey, and we're actually have one in Atlantic City we've been awarded. We're working through the state. I became aware of it because I met with the mayor at dinner with Dr. Felicia Stoller. At that point, I was aware that there would be another license applying in this municipality. Well, and I hate to be very candid, but I live by the truth. And that's all that can happen tonight, and I know that his wife is her very good friend. And I'm sorry, but the truth is the truth. And I am speaking with investigators from the city regarding this. And I think regardless, you should hold the process until it's fully investigated. Minimum, or at least give us full how this thing is scored. So he says we're going to be doing an application. He was talking to Beth Stavola about possibly coming into this city. Correct? Did we have dinner? Correct. He did. I would not know who Beth Stavola without this man. Done. She texted him that about the application process. He said, we should not apply. There's already an applicant. Please show them the text. I said right there in the car, we apply for sure. Because we knew right there. Why would a mayor tell me not to apply? I was born on a pot farm. This is my life's work. I was going to bring a brand that is an artesian brand to this city to do everything I could. And I bought, the applicants are a physician, amazing people. And so there was one kid who's a pot dealer. He was trying his hardest to get legal, and he will be dealt with by your law enforcement. That's his problem. He was not allowed to speak on the behalf of our company. Bess Stavola had to sign the same paperwork she did. Why are we being contacted by this woman? This is my 17th municipality, and any time in this process, this would be stopped immediately. Immediately. Where there is smoke, there is fire. And this is how I look at it. I believe I have assembled the strongest application in my career. So if she has an application that's stronger, then we forget this. Add it up. 1 + 1 = 2. 2 + 2 = 4. If we lose, we walk away. Or issue 2. But I can tell you, why is she being sent emails? That email was not sent out to anyone outside of this council. That's it. So it's either the police chief, we went over it today.
What email?
The email from Sammy Gindy.
That went to a lot more people than this council.
I'm talking investigators. I'm not an investigator. I'm talking. They're still, I know you know what's going on. At least be fair. At least load it up. This all happened. Did we have dinner, sir?
Absolutely.
And he was a great, he didn't poach me or do anything like that, but I became aware of this process.
And why did we go to dinner? Because Felicia and my wife are friends.
Yes.
You are 100% correct. I've already told the attorney that. I've
Yeah.
told the municipal manager that. They are fully aware, as well as the chief of police.
Can you tell us why you
And
told
I
us
also-
not to? Why did you tell us not
And
to
I
apply?
also,
Why would he tell us not to apply?
also did not get the email from Mr. Gindy. That email went to everybody but Councilman Chair and me.
Listen,
That email went
I don't,
to.
let's
Hold
have
on
an
a sec.
investigator.
Hold
It is-
on a
there's nothing
second.
to argue.
Hold on a second.
It's simple.
That email made a very serious accusation. Very serious accusation, and he's on your license.
Unfortunately,
Now, I
I'm
was
making
not-
the same
John,
accusation.
John.
Now, I was
I'm
not.
making the same
I was
accusation,
not.
sir.
I was not part of the application process. Nobody in this room, other than the attorney.
I'm not worried about anyone in this room. The secretary, the clerk that collected our paperwork, we called the clerk. She said no one has seen this, and she handed it to her. So I'm telling you, it couldn't have leaked, and I know everyone in here, and I have no problem with him. But he told us not to apply. We talked with the mayor today.
That is
Oh, and
incorrect.
would you
That
show
is
the
incorrect.
text? Would you show the text?
I said anybody can apply.
Felicia, show the text. Please. Be done. You see the text. The mayor today, I'm another city councilor asking me to apply. Why would he tell me not to apply? Period. You read the text. And I'm sorry. You know, you're the mayor. Do what
We
you
sat
need.
down.
I will do what I need to do. We had a nice dinner. That's it. You said you were thinking about Bess Stavola and your wife being in business. Correct?
That's incorrect. In the cannabis industry, absolutely not.
Felicia stole it.
Not in the cannabis industry.
What we
My
said-
wife is starting a medical device.
So what it says,
All right, bro.
I just meant.
Listen, Bess Stavola gets this awarded, I promise, full lawsuit. I don't get an attorney because I believe in the system. That's why we came today. No one's contacted us. She's having people call her. Why are we doing? We are not the person who threatened anybody. I really wanted to be a part of this community, and we brought a good piece of the community here. A whole sliver of amazing people. These are facts. And I'm sorry they had to come out tonight. She would have never brought these facts up because he just said there's a bias. That's it. So I asked the council to please at least push the retail voting off tonight. We're doing everything I can. They said I will speak with them again tomorrow, the investigators. It might be legal, all this stuff that went on. That's what they told me. They definitely believe they see all kinds of stuff, but it might be legal. I don't know. I can tell you in Los Angeles, when a mayor was talking or involved on any level, it is completely thrown out, and we restart the process. It's what's fair. You know, or there's enough room for two of us. I don't know. I don't want to, like I said, I do have a form of autism. And I'm very passionate about the cannabis industry, and it really hurts because this is one of my best friends. And she's entangled because her best friend is Mitch Ansell, and Mitch Ansell is who called her and read the email verbatim to her. And she doesn't want to bring it up, but for you guys to make a fair answer, you must know all the information. Is that not correct? And that's it. Show them the text.
I was just asking about locations in town, and and what I was told, it says, we have several retail operators that are putting in for the license placement in Ocean, so they will have priority, as we would rather have somebody who has been established.
Good luck, sir. I have nothing to say, please. He sent that text to me.
Did I say don't
No,
apply?
No, you said there would be other people. That's not his decision to tell me if I can apply.
But you
Your-
did
your-
apply
your-
and the application's in.
Your application
Is-
is in front of this council. I'm not,
I don't
that's what I'm
want
saying.
to bias my application because of my autism, but that text, I literally sat today with the mayor, that we are totally open. And I just don't understand, why has this been such a, let's add it up. 1 + 1 = 2. If she has a better application, she wins. And then I'm completely wrong, and I'll apologize. And I apologize to the council. I know you guys got a hard job. There's not a lot of people here. My daughter's out there. God bless and shalom.
Thank you.
Anyway, it's an uncomfortable situation. And I intentionally, even after we applied, did not reach out to anybody in this town to say, hey, by the way, I applied. Oh, nothing. Nothing. That's it. So, I've actually spoken with other municipalities that were having issues that wanted to bring in an expert just to talk to their residents, so they would just come off of their thinking that it's such a bad thing. So, in all fairness, that was not my intent to talk about that other stuff. I think what I said was pretty clear. I just wanted you all to understand that, this is people's livelihoods and businesses. So, I thank you for your time.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, I would just comment, in addition to this having happened, as I have said before, I don't agree with the use of cannabis in an other than medical protected way. Very well closely enforced by the community to make sure it just doesn't go to everybody. Because I know that things like cannabis and so forth being dealt out to kids sets the kids up as targets for other drug dealers. And it has happened, and I tell you, it happened years ago. I had explained it to the police department in Long Branch City. And they found out, and they started chasing the thing. It's a dangerous thing. I don't see anybody looking at what does it cost to have this introduced to our city, to our town, in a less than medicated, controlled environment. And retail is not controlled. So I'd just like to say that one more time. And I'll leave you. I know you've got a lot on your plate for tonight, but thank you again.
Thank you, Jack.
Thanks, Jack.
Thanks, Jack.
You good?
Just need to get my cane so I don't fall downstairs.
Do you want me to follow you with the chair?
No, thank you.
Yeah, we don't have insurance.
I can't get in the elevator.
I know it's broken.
Oh, it
A
is.
long time.
Yeah, it has.
Did you bring
It's
your
broken
toolkit?
last time.
You okay? Calm down.
Yeah, I'll be all right.
You sure?
Thank you for your time.
I gotta go, right?
Yeah.
You're a good
You
man.
have to walk with them.
You want to do council comments, or want to go and close? Council comments.
I think all my questions were answered already.
Okey-doke.
Pretty sure.
Just need some oxygen.
Thank you for that.
We're going out of colors.
I know. I'm highlighting. I'm making it in red.
That was already used once.
That's
actually,
why I had to use purple.
I was gonna say, I think Dave did purple.
You went back to all colors.
I'm sorry, I had a lot of questions, I
not-
just wanted to get it out before I
didn't see
forgot.
purple coming.
so Kelly, I've been using Google Translate to actually understand the government speak. It's
Okay.
unbelievable. It's a whole nother language.
Oh, my
You are
acronyms and
so
stuff.
good.
I'm sorry. 30 years of it.
It's a whole foreign language, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm impressed.
All right.
I have to read things like 2 or 3 times.
What is she trying to say here?
You do use abbreviations, but
I know, it's acronym
yeah.
heaven. I'm sorry.
No, it's fun.
I did have one question, I don't think it's for closed. Um,
Nothing.
How are we doing with the setting up the mayor's wellness committee? Did we await any answers back to anyone on
We have a
that?
follow-up meeting coming up.
We
Okay,
have a follow-up meeting on Tuesday.
okay, good, okay.
And we've got some great ideas.
Good.
So it's all moving forward.
I just want to make sure that we close the loop with,
Marie Curtis.
yeah, okay.
So has she been contacted,
Who's that?
Marie?
I did. I spoke to Marie. We're gonna add her onto the committee.
Okay.
We had a nice conversation. There was a miscommunication as to who was gonna advise her that the committee was disbanded. We spoke, and I think her input as it relates to drug and alcohol abuse would be great for the committee. And she'll be on there, and I think that as we formulate the new wellness committee, that she can have great input as it relates to that particular subject matter.
Cool. Yeah.
And we're also gonna have Rich Long, I believe.
Yeah, so right now, with Richie, that makes 8 members of the Wellness Committee at this point. We didn't want it to get too unruly, but you want the list?
Sure.
Dave Brown, John, Mike Patrico, Sharon Molesky, Richie Long, myself, Tracy, and Marie Curtis. So we're looking maybe to round it out, but we are looking for people in town, speakers, people who are experts in certain things, mental health, physical health. You get me for free, so that's good. So we've got a lot of good ideas. So more to come. So we're meeting Tuesday, and then hopefully we'll kick off some easy events, and then obviously I do think we should kind of. I know we've got this 5K coming up. We should see if we can put a tagline on that. I know it's not our 5K, but in conjunction with the mayor's wellness program, we should really get our name on that.
That's May 19th.
May 19th, Sunday. Same day.
You get a week from Sunday.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'll talk to Tracy and see if we can get some free
Week to
advertising.
train. There we go.
A week to train.
Yeah, you better get cracking.
You can walk in those 5Ks. Dog park update.
So I met with,
Mayor,
Yes.
before we move forward, if I may, kind of fall on my sword. I should have brought this up before it came to me at a later time, but we should really think about doing a certificate of appreciation for each of the human service members.
yep,
Yeah.
Because we just went about dissolving it. I think they deserve that much, some sort of recognition at a council meeting, at least a certificate of appreciation.
Good idea.
Nice.
It's a very good
And
idea.
that's my fault, that we should have done that in the first place.
You'll give me the names.
yeah, we gotta get the list of names, Dave, and then Jesse can get those certificates together.
Probably still on the website, no?
Thank you. I greatly appreciate the council for doing that.
Under what?
Thank you, Dave.
Talking alcohol.
The committee, yeah.
Oh, for everybody.
Geeta, anything?
Sharon might have it.
No,
too.
I'm good.
Okay, Rob, anything?
Um,
Council comments?
Hold on, I lost track of something. Sorry, got confused on that. Just talking drug and alcohol. What were you? before?
I asked about a
Oh,
dog park update.
Did we get
A
into that?
dog
Sharon
park
Mullins.
update. So I
Thank
spoke
you.
to Deputy Director Ross LaCitra last week. We met out at the site where the dog park was supposed to go. There were some concerns that it was too close to the tennis courts. Came up with a couple of alternative sites out there. The only problem is I spoke to him yesterday. The alternative sites have some sort of cacti and turtles and some other things, so we can't shift it over to the other spot that's away from the tennis courts. So we need to either go back to the original spot that the county wanted to put it next to the tennis courts, or we find another spot.
How
Okay.
close is it, sorry, to the tennis courts?
It's kind of right next to it. I mean, we can go back out.
50, 75 feet?
You know what the irony is? You're going to be listening to dogs bark, but have you listened to pickleball? It is the most annoying noise on the planet.
From a tennis ball.
And I love the game, but
Coming
it's
from a
like
tennis
pop,
player.
pop, 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 you know?
I did talk to a couple of dog park people, obviously, that were proponents of it, and I thought the issue was smell, not noise. And, right,
It's not gonna
apparently,
smell.
right, I don't know, I don't have a dog, so I thought that was the issue, but they're like, no, people clean up and it shouldn't smell. I don't know how loud it's gonna be. I don't know how many dogs we expect, I don't.
You know what? I've been to Tinton Falls. I think on the weekends there's a few more dogs than usual. You go there in the middle of the week, there's 2 or 3 people there. You wouldn't even know it's there, to be honest with you.
Right, it's not like there's 50 dogs running around. or
Maybe when it
50
first opens,
tennis.
everybody will show up, but I don't think it's going to be a big.
I don't know how many people complain, I don't know who they were, they have every right to. I just don't think it's, I didn't think it was a big deal to begin with. I don't know that I don't think it's more of a big deal, but I think I do agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
Does Ross, who works with dogs for a living, have an issue with the sound
No, he didn't say
upsetting the
anything about the
animals
sound.
and making them maybe not behave nicely?
No, he didn't say anything about the sound. I mean, obviously, he's for the dog park, and they want to help us with the dog park and, do it. I mean, I think the concern was it was close. I mean, we can go back out and look and see exactly how close it is to the tennis courts. I mean, if everybody here is in agreement that it's okay there, then we'll just tell the county, move forward with it.
I would suggest, yes, let's go out there and look and
Yeah,
let's.
everybody should go out and take a look at it.
Yeah,
Look where
I-
the spot is.
I thought it was good to begin with, but if we can move it further in.
I don't think we can, that's
Not
the
at all,
problem.
we got as far as we could.
I don't think we can. I think we're stuck in that spot.
Hey, Dave Brown,
Yeah,
not looking to make more work for you, but maybe you to reach out to Tinton Falls mayor or business administrator and just find out, has things been okay? Have they had any issues? Is it just, business as usual, or have they had some problems? I think it's just worth a phone call.
okay, no worries.
If you're at it, you might as well call Jay Coffee over in Oceanport too. I mean, theirs is a hell of a lot bigger, I think. but-
They have a big one, right? They have
Yeah.
little and big dog
Yeah.
areas.
Tinton Falls one's actually pretty nice.
Oh,
It is.
Yeah.
that's over by the football?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How big is it?
It's like maybe like 50 by 50, but they divide it in half, and so you get they got some obstacles. It's all turf. They've got the bags to clean it up. They've got it's really pretty sweet. There's a overhang so you don't have to sit in the sun. I think there might be a water fountain that you can kind of feed your dog or water your dog. So
County wouldn't do turf. I remember talking to Ross about
it's,
that.
it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
I mean, for a dog park, it's well done.
I think we need to look at how close it is, but it sounds like this is it. We're down to one
That.
location.
Well, I
It's
mean,
either yes or no.
my suggestion is you go out, you take a look, go see what,
Is it flagged or anything?
It was a year ago.
Well, not a year ago, because we did the shovel in the ground was April, and they didn't go out there till the fall. They took some time to get out there to put things together. It's been at least the fall that they were out there, so the stuff might still be out there.
I'm gonna go walk around. I'm going there tomorrow anyway.
I mean, we could even have LaCitra meet us out there again, and he can
Let's do it.
bring whoever it was that was from
Adam?
that department.
Adam?
I have no idea.
Adam.
I have no idea who it was.
Mayor, I think we should go into close. We got a
Yeah,
lot to discuss.
motion to go in closed session.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Just want to remind everybody out here that all of our Township Council meetings will be audio and videotaped. They'll be shown on Ocean's Community Cable Channel, Channel 22, and Verizon Fios, Channel 77 on Cablevision. So girls, get ready. You're going to be on TV tonight.
All right.
Can I have a roll call, please?
Mayor Napolitani?
Here.
Deputy Mayor Fisher?
Here.
Council members Achara?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Here.
Terry?
Here.
Please stand as we do a pledge of allegiance and remain standing as we do a silent prayer. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing. You may be seated. The notice requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act for this meeting have been satisfied, and a copy of the annual notice was sent to the Asbury Park Press and the Coaster, posted in Town Hall, filed in the office of the municipal clerk on December 14, 2023. There are 2 emergency exits to my right that will take you to the front of the building. There's one to my left that'll take you to the rear. Please make sure that all cell phones are turned off. If you need to make a call, kindly step outside. So before we get into our council comments, I'm going to come down, or we're all going to come down off the dais, and we are going to honor some really special girls tonight. So come on, guys. This position that we all have is a true labor of love. We do get a lot of complaints, a lot of issues, but tonight, when we get to honor kids, that's really what this is all about. And I am so happy that Deputy Mayor David Fisher was able to put this together this evening for us. He got the girls out here and their parents, and this is really exciting. So, girls, tonight we have our Mid-Monmouth travel basketball team here, the girls. And we are really excited to get up here and honor you guys as we celebrate you this evening. It's a group of girls from Ocean that wanted to play basketball together. That's awesome. It was a boys and girls group. This is the 3rd grade girls, a grade I used to teach in Asbury Park. So I know this grade level pretty well. Their energy and persistence really showed throughout the year, and it's really exciting when we get to honor and see that red and white out there. So girls, on behalf of the mayor and council, myself, this council, deputy mayor, we're really pleased to get up here and honor you guys. So we have some certificates that we're going to call out your names, and then what we'll do is I'd like to have the coaches come up as well, say a few words. So we're going to start off by calling up Lucy Belmar. Come on up, Lucy. Stay up here, Lucy. You're not going anywhere. And you're going to be right on camera. No, come on in the front. Let's go. In the front. Let the tall ones in the back. Gabby Bennett. And Stella Bennett. You're staying up too, don't go anywhere. Isabel Ganley. Natalie Heater. Maeve Leahy. Caroline McQuaid. Eliza Robinson. Julia Roon. That side. All right, let's call up Coach Sean Heater. Let's go, Coach. Coach Paul Robinson. Coach here? Okay. He's at the Little League field. Well, here he goes. And we have Trustee Dave Birnbaum. Is Dave here? Not here? So, Coach, come on over here. Let's get you behind the girls so everybody can see them, because nobody really wants to see us, right? So, Coach, you had one heck of a season here.
Yes, we had an awesome season. What made the season special is that these young ladies were the first ever girls basketball team in 3rd grade in Mid-Monmouth. Mid-Monmouth's been around since 1988, so I think it was long overdue. And with their energy and prodding, we ended up with a team, and we ended up with 9 teams in our league.
Wow, 9 teams in the league right now, and is it still growing?
It'll definitely grow. I wish Dave was here. I know he's excited about the opportunity, but he's saying he anticipates the 3rd grade girls doubling in size next year.
So how many do we have right now? Is this the whole team right now?
Yes, this is our whole team, 9 girls.
Okay, and how many does he thinks he'll get 18 next year?
Well, as far as 18 teams in the league.
18 teams in the league. Okay, that's pretty big.
Yes, yes. And it's good. It's great for the girls. What we're also seeing here in Ocean, we have our 2nd grade girls are already practicing. Our 1st grade girls have already started practicing because they've been inspired by these young ladies since they've seen them out on the court playing travel basketball against other towns.
So we have a pretty good feeder program going right into you.
We're trying. We're trying.
Everybody out there that hears this, this is it. This is the future right here. These are the girls that we're going to look forward to seeing at Ocean Township High School in the future, right, Coach?
Absolutely.
Let me tell you girls something. There is nothing better than having a phenomenal coach like you have. The things that they put together and the time that they spend coaching you and teaching you is really that important. So, I mean, I really want to give the coaches a big round of applause. Let's give them a big round. Again, it's all about volunteerism, right, Coach?
110%.
How much do you get paid for this job?
A lot of love from the girls.
There you go, and that's what it's all about. So, girls, on behalf of us up here, the mayor and council, we are so pleased to be able to give you guys certificates and congratulate you and hope you continue on with your basketball careers. Thank you very much. Let's stay up here and take some pictures now, because right up there is the camera, and you guys are on TV.
No rush, we're usually up here for a half hour. Right here, girls. Perfect.
Thank you, coaches. Yeah, appreciate it.
See you next year.
Absolutely. It's not the first, so we're going to honor them all.
Girls, congrats. Thank you.
Congrats, girls. You got girls, you can head back.
I always forget the connection.
What's that?
I always forget. All right, thanks. So, it's a weird time. I'll call you back. Oh, nice. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah?
He got out too, or?
We're going to let the girls exit, and then we're going to get into our municipal budget. Thank you again, girls and parents. Next up, we have our municipal budget. We are going to authorize our 2024 municipal budget to be read by title. We have our public hearing, and the adoption will be at the next meeting? Right, tonight. So we're going to do it all. Ricky, are you presenting anything this evening?
I can, just a few words.
Yes, sure.
This year's budget, we're under self-examination, so the state does not review our budget. So we just have a resolution on here as well to certify that we've reviewed it and we've complied with all the laws. The average home this year is going up $21 approximately for the municipal budget levy, which is less than 1%.
Okay, awesome. Anybody up here, I mean, before you go, Ricky, I mean, we're going to, anybody has a question or two, we just got our audit report from Suppley Clooney, which I can't thank them enough. They've been doing this for years. And you see this is a 62-page booklet here of everything that goes on in the municipality. The most important page is page 62, where you get your recommendations. And right now, once again, Ocean Township has 0. So we are a very sound municipality, financially stable, and extremely well-run. Thank you, Ricky. We appreciate your time. Does anybody up here have any questions as it relates to the budget? Okay, thank you, Ricky. We are going to have public questions and resolutions on vouchers only. All matters listed under the consent agenda are considered routine by the Township Council and will be in...
Wait, you need to open the public hearing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And then
I'm sorry.
All messed up.
My apologies. I thought we were doing it under res. My bad. Do I have someone authorize the 2024 municipal budget
To be read by title.
to be read by title? Someone please offer.
I'll offer.
Open. Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Naplatani?
Yes.
A motion to open the...
Motion to open public hearing on the 2024 municipal budget. Can I have someone please offer?
I'll offer.
Second.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Naplatani?
Yes. Anyone wishing to have any questions, comments, concerns about the budget, you may step up to the microphone, state your name and address for the record. Seeing here none, do I have a motion to close public comment on public hearing on the municipal budget?
I'll make a motion to close. Second.
Roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Naplatani?
Yes. Motion to adopt the 2024 municipal budget. Someone please offer.
I will offer.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Naplatani?
Yes. There you go, Ricky. Thank you, man. Good budget again. Appreciate it. Thank you. So we have public questions on resolutions and vouchers, but before we do that, let's go around the horn real quick for council comments. We forgot to do that before the municipal budget. So let's start down at the end with Deputy Mayor Fisher.
All right. So as I spoke about at our last meeting, we were talking about the Mayor's Wellness Council. So I do want to let you guys know that we are actively working on all these wonderful things. We're going to be getting some speakers together, some events. So we have a big meeting on Tuesday, so I'm not going to spoil anything. So I just want to let you guys know this is coming. I do also want to let the town know that on Sunday, May 19th, we have a 5K race through Palea Park, and it's also our Green Fest. So you've got approximately 2 weeks. So Rob, you got to get your training in right now. You get your steps. I'm expecting a sub 7-minute mile from Councilman Achara over there. We'll see what he's got. But that's all I've got. Thanks, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilwoman Terry.
Just sharing a little snippet from the Friends of Ocean Township Library newsletter that came out in May. They will be closed. The Township of Ocean Library is going to be closed on May 27th in observation of Memorial Day. And for the children that I thought were going to be here when I said this, they're running an I Spy contest. And what they're looking for people to do is report discoveries of those free little libraries that are throughout town and reporting them to the Friends of Ocean Township Library. They're kind of running a little contest. So if anybody's interested in participating on that, their Gmail address to send your pictures and where you spied the little free library can be sent to Friends of Ocean TWP Library at gmail.com. And in the subject matter, make sure you say I Spy. And that's it for me.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilwoman Kaplan.
Just reminding everybody that as the weather gets nicer, we should all go outside and enjoy the warm weather, but also a reminder to everybody that when you're riding your bikes, please wear your helmets. I've been around town and I've seen a few kids without them, and I just hope everyone stays safe. Thanks.
Thank you. Councilman Achara.
And adults. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Reporting on behalf of the Chamber of Commerce, the Greater Ocean Township Chamber of Commerce is teaming up with the Eatontown Industrial Park Association with our Consumer and Biz Expo, one of the largest in Monmouth County. That is taking place Tuesday, June the 11th from 5 to 7:30 p.m. It's over at the Jumping Brook. If you're interested in being a exhibitor, you can go on the website, gotcc.org, sign up. It usually sells out, and the crowd that usually goes in there is, as I said, one of the best in the county. So get there early, get there often. It's free for people to attend, exhibitors are asked to pay. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Dave?
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everyone. This is Public Service Week. So I just want to give a shout out and tribute and my hats off to all of the Township of Ocean employees for the hard work that they do day in and day out, and just want to salute them. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. Matt?
Nothing from me, Mr. Mayor.
Nada. So Deputy Mayor Fisher mentioned about the Mayor's Wellness Program, Mayor's Wellness Committee that we've created. I just wanted to take a minute to thank our Human Services Council, which actually was a group similar to what's going to happen here with the Mayor's Wellness Committee. We have a few of the members from that original committee, and we are going to focus on, obviously, wellness, and that includes drug and alcohol abuse, suicide awareness, and things of that nature. So we're going to look at to me, an entire group of things that we can do together as a committee and open it up to the entire town. And it's something that happens throughout the state of New Jersey. It's an extremely well-run organization throughout the state, and we're looking to mirror that as Deputy Mayor Fisher mentioned, and we're going to have our second meeting. We had a planning meeting, and now we'll have our follow-up, and then we'll continue with whatever we plan in the future. So I want to thank that Human Services Council. I had a great conversation with Marie Curtis. I've asked her to join that as well. She ran the Human Services Council for many, many years, and she did a fantastic job. And I do welcome her knowledge base and expertise as it comes to the drug and alcohol piece. So Marie, again, thank you for your service. And I want to close it out with what I have to say is happy birthday to Dave Brown. Yesterday was his birthday. So I think Dave might be a little bit ahead of me, right? So Dave, happy birthday.
Thank you, Mayor.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Forgot about that.
All right. Now on to public questions on resolutions and vouchers. All matters listed under the consent agenda are considered routine by the Township Council and will be enacted by one motion in the form listed below. There will be no separate discussion on these items. If discussion is desired on any item, that item will be considered separately. The purpose of the public portion is to solely ask questions to understand resolutions that appear on the agenda and is not an occasion for a public hearing on an ordinance. All questions not related on this agenda should be asked during the public comments portion at the conclusion of the meeting. So do I have any questions as it relates to the agenda items, resolutions only, not ordinances? Seeing here none, do I have a motion to close the public question on resolutions?
I'll make a motion.
Second?
Second.
Roll call.
Achara?
Okay.
Fisher?
We ever do that?
We've never done that
No.
before.
Yeah, I didn't think
We
so.
just vote on, no one had questions?
No, yeah, that's right, I'm sorry. Consent agenda, do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, second?
Second.
Roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Naplatani?
Yes. Individual action, vouchers in the amount of $17,824,514.06. Do I have someone please offer?
I'll offer.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry? Yes. Naplatani?
Yes. Individual action on resolutions 24-102, a resolution issuing a Class 1 cultivator cannabis business license. Can I have someone offer the name?
I'd like to move to offer Resolution 24-102A, issuing Ganja Manja a Class 1 cannabis cultivator license.
And letter B?
I'd like to offer Ocean Cultivating.
Mr. Mayor, I think you want to approve it one at a time.
Oh, you want to do one at a time?
Right.
Let's
Okay.
do one at a time.
Someone please offer. Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Achara?
No.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry? Yes. Naplatani?
Yes. 24-102, letter B, individual action, issuing a Class 1 cultivator cannabis license. Someone please offer another name.
I'd like to move to offer Resolution 24-102B, Ocean Cultivation, a Class 1 cannabis license.
Someone second?
Second.
Roll call.
Achara?
No.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry? Yes. Naplatani?
Yes. Resolution 24-103, which is a resolution issuing a Class 2 manufacturer cannabis license. Someone please offer.
I'd like to offer Resolution 24-103A, issuing BGNG Partners a Class 2 manufacturing license.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Achara?
No.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Naplatani?
Yes. Resolution 24-103, letter B. Someone please offer.
I'd like to offer to approve Resolution 24-103B, issuing a Class 2 cannabis license to Ganja Manja.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Achara?
No.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Naplatani?
Yes. Resolution 24-104, resolution issuing a Class 5 retailer cannabis business license. Someone please offer.
I'd like to move to offer Resolution 24-104, issuing Next Chapter Market a Class 5 cannabis license.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Achara?
No.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Naplatani?
Before I make my vote, I just want to make it very clear that I am a proponent of these licenses because they do bring in a significant amount of tax dollars to this municipality that we can utilize, similar to the way Neptune did and reported for their 2023 income to their municipality. However, my vote is going to be to abstain on this one.
Vito. Go ahead.
Resolution passes. Ordinances. Ordinance number 2458, an ordinance establishing a cap bank for the year 2024 in accordance with NJSA 40A:4-45.14. Someone please open public discussion on ordinance 2458.
I move to open public discussion on ordinance 2458.
Second.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Naplatani?
Yes. Anyone wishing to be heard on ordinance 2458, please step up to the microphone, state your name and address for the record. That's Cap Bank. We're discussing ordinances right now.
Can I discuss what happened on the retail?
This is not, you had a chance.
At the
under
end of the meeting.
Okay. Sorry.
Seeing here none, do I have a motion to close public hearing on ordinance 2458?
I move to close public discussion on ordinance 2458.
Second?
I'll second.
Achara?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Naplatani?
Yes. Action on ordinance 2458.
I move to approve ordinance 2458 and publish according to law.
Second?
I will second.
Achara?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Naplatani?
Yes. Ordinance 2458 passes. Ordinance 2459, an ordinance amending Chapter 5 of the revised general ordinances of the Township of Ocean 1965 entitled Licenses. Someone please open public discussion on ordinance 2459.
I move to open public discussion on ordinance 2459.
Second?
I will second.
Roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Naplatani?
Yes. Anyone wishing to be heard on ordinance 2459, please step up to the microphone, state your name and address. Seeing here none, do I have a motion to close public hearing on ordinance 2459?
I'll move to close public hearing on ordinance 2459.
Second?
I will second.
Roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Naplatani?
Yes. Action on ordinance 2459.
I'll move to approve ordinance 2459 and publish according to law.
Second.
I will second.
Roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Naplatani?
Yes. Ordinance 2459 passes. Ordinance 2460, an ordinance amending Chapter 16 of the revised general ordinances of the Township of Ocean 1965 entitled Parks and Playgrounds, subsection 16-5.5.1, fees associated with indoor golf facilities. Someone please open public discussion on ordinance 2460.
I move to open public discussion on ordinance 2460.
Second?
I'll second.
Roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Naplatani?
Yes. Ordinance 2460 passes. Ordinance 2461, which is an ordinance amending Chapter 5 of the Revised General Ordinances of the Township of Ocean, 1965, entitled Licenses, Section 5-17.1, Vendor and Activity Fees for Township-Sponsored Events. Someone please open public discussion on Ordinance 2461.
I move to open public discussion on ordinance 2461.
Second?
Second.
Roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Naplatani?
Yes. Anyone wishing to be heard on Ordinance 2461, please step up to the microphone, state your name and address for the record. Seeing here none, do I have a motion to adopt Ordinance 2461?
Close the public hearing.
Close the public hearing, I'm sorry.
All good. Make a motion to close the public hearing on ordinance 2461.
Second.
I will second.
Roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Naplatani?
Yes. Action on Ordinance 2461.
I move to approve ordinance 2461 and publish according to law.
Second.
Second.
Achara?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Naplatani?
Yes. Ordinance 2461 passes. Ordinance 2462, which is an ordinance amending and supplementing Chapter 12 of the Revised General Ordinances of the Township of Ocean, 1965, entitled Traffic, Section 12-17A, Electric Bicycles and Scooters. Someone please open public hearing on Ordinance 2462.
I'll open public hearing on ordinance 2462.
Second?
I will second.
Roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Naplatani?
Yes.
Lindsay Siegel, 185 Whale Pond Road. I just would step up today to encourage you guys to reconsider this briefly and consider a different way to go on this. I ride my bike regularly through the park on my way to work about 100 times a year. The roads around that area, particularly Deal, much more than Whale Pond, but definitely Deal, are pretty dangerous for a cyclist. There's, especially on the westbound side, there's often debris on the side of the road, both in terms of leaves and brush, and not infrequently delivery vehicles. Makes it very difficult to pass. On my way here this evening, I passed, as I was coming in, there was a cyclist on the opposite side of the road. The car coming behind them swerved a good 3 feet into the eastbound lane in order to get past them, which they should, obviously I want them to swerve around cyclists. The town has a plan for pedestrian and cyclist infrastructure, and it notes how inadequate a lot of what we have is. I would strongly urge you to consider upgrading the infrastructure before pushing people out of the park. It's a much safer ride.
And you,
to go through.
the mic's not working. There it is.
I think it's working.
Yep.
Sure.
You want to repeat all that? No.
Yeah, sure. I got it all written here, so I'll just leave it for you guys. No, but going through the park is easily the safest way to get from anywhere on this side of the park to the west side. I ride up to the stores up there. I also ride over to West Park Ave, but that's through the neighborhoods. It's a little more convenient. On my way to work, Logan Road, the pass-through that was created that goes by the library that allows me to not have to go on Deal Road at all is actually excellent as far as I'm concerned. That has made it a much safer ride. I just go up to the light and then I go down Logan Road. Even Logan Road with its bike lane, there's not infrequently garbage cans or something in the way. And I have a mirror, so I know what's coming behind me, but there's a lot of, you're always paying a lot of attention, and I know a lot of people, that's not going to help you if a car wants to be in the same spot you are in. So I would really urge you to reconsider that, and I would ask you, put speed signs in the park. If just post something, get the officers a bicycle themselves and let them patrol the park a little bit that way. I think they would enjoy it as well. I would urge you to get a bike and try it out as well. It's both fun and some good exercise.
Can I?
Right.
Yeah. So just so you're clear, this is e-bikes. We're not talking.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
you're riding an e-bike. I just
I
want to be
am riding
clear.
an e-bike.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
Because
I
I agree
ride-
with everything you said because I'm a cyclist, and
Yeah.
I agree with everything you're saying on Deal and Whale Pond. Okay,
The roads,
just want to make sure.
The roads are rough, and like I said, I'm using it as a commuter, or I don't really ride my bike for fun necessarily. I ride it to go places. I ride it to the store to pick stuff up. I've ridden it to Wegmans, but I have to go down Logan to Allaire to cross 35, because attempting to cross 35 at Deal is a dicier proposition.
Smart. I didn't do that. That's good.
So, and that's the way I go to work. I work on Lawrence Ave. So it's a couple of miles. It's much better for me to take the bike than the car when I can. It's convenient, it's nice. It's a nice way to spend your morning rather than in the car.
The reason for the ordinance obviously is for safety concerns that we've had, for quite some time. There's been a couple of fatalities with the e-bikes, and obviously you're doing everything right.
Right.
But
No,
we do have a lot of people that don't. That's the unfortunate thing.
I understand that. But preventing me from going through the park puts me on the road. And I mean, I understand. I would imagine there are people walking in the park who a kid blows by them and it's, a rather unpleasant experience. That does not compare to what might happen to the same kid who's on the road with cars. And there are other people who, I don't know, particularly around here, but I know a lot of people in the disabled community use motorized vehicles, and that's a way for them to enjoy the park. So at the very least, I would consider, you should consider vehicles that are used as an assist for people who need them.
Anybody who is using it as an ADA,
Yeah.
that ADA supersedes our.
Okay, yeah, I don't
So-
even know, I'm not sure this is an ADA thing. I've seen people who have quad cycles that they ride.
No, if people
Or-
have
Oh,
used
okay.
it, they do. ADA defines, mobility
Okay.
assistance,
I-
but that's
just-
going to supersede.
Just
whatever
something
we say.
I wanted to mention because, like I said, pushing people out of the park is probably not the best safety measure. That's all I wanted to let you guys know. I have the comments written down. Like I said, Deal Road is not good. 35, I'm only on it for a brief stretch in the morning, but because of the giant shoulder, it's actually not terrible. So if there were more space for people, if there were marked lanes, and I don't mean just painted lanes, Logan Road, at least there's signs that acknowledge it, and I know things were placed on Monmouth Road, it was painted, but a separated lane would make, you would see much greater use than you're already seeing, and you're already seeing a lot more use of bicycles and e-bikes around here than you were even 5 or 10 years ago.
Thank you for your comments.
All right.
Anyone else wishing to be heard on ordinance 2462? Seeing here none, do I have a motion to close public hearing on ordinance 2462?
I'll make a motion to close public hearing on ordinance 2462.
Second.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry? Yes. Naplatani?
Yes. Action on ordinance 2462.
Actually, Mr. Mayor, if I can make a motion to table this for further consideration?
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Naplatani?
Yes. Obviously, your comments were very compelling. Thank you. We will review that ordinance again. We will probably have it up on the agenda either the next meeting or the meeting after that, but we will have to take some sort of action. If you have any suggestions, you want to email them over to our township manager, we'd be more than happy to listen to your concerns. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ordinance 2463. Can someone please, an ordinance amending Chapter 7 of the Revised General Ordinances of the Township of Ocean, 1965, entitled Property Maintenance and Housing, Section 7-5, Vacant and Abandoned Properties. Someone please open public discussion on ordinance 2463.
I move to open public discussion on ordinance 2463.
Second.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Naplatani?
Yes. Anyone wishing to be heard on ordinance 2463, please step up to the microphone, state your name and address for the record. Seeing here none, do I have a motion to close public discussion on ordinance 2463?
I make a motion to close public comment on ordinance 2463.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry? Yes. Naplatani?
Yes. Action on ordinance 2463.
I move to approve ordinance 2463 and publish according to law.
Second.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Naplatani?
Yes. Ordinance 2463 passes. Introductions on ordinance number 2464, which is an ordinance amending ordinance 2338 entitled an ordinance fixing salaries and compensation on certain offices, positions, and employees in the Township of Ocean. Can someone please introduce ordinance 2464?
I move to introduce ordinance 2464.
Second?
Second.
Achara?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry? Yes. Naplatani?
Yes, that will have its public hearing on June 6th, not the 13th, as we are changing the date of that meeting. Ordinance 2465, which is an ordinance amending Chapter 7 entitled Property Maintenance and Housing, Section 7-3 Housing Code, and Chapter 11B entitled Miscellaneous Administrative Provisions and Personnel Policies, Section 22B-4 Incentives for Voucher, Volunteer First Aid Squad and Fire Company members, active duty military members, and veterans of the revised general ordinances of the Township of Ocean, 1965. Can someone please introduce ordinance 2465?
I move to introduce ordinance 2465.
Second?
Second.
Roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Naplatani?
Yes. And that too will have its public hearing on June 6th. Ordinance 2466, which is an ordinance amending Chapter 3 entitled General Police Regulations, Section 3-11 Gunning, Shooting, Firearms, or Hunting Games, and Chapter 16 entitled Parks and Playgrounds, Section 16-3 Park Areas of the revised general ordinances of the Township of Ocean, 1965. Can someone please introduce ordinance 2466?
I move to introduce ordinance 2466.
Second? Roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Naplatani?
Yes, that too will have its public hearing on June 6th. Ordinance 2467, which is an ordinance authorizing the sale of bargain and sale deed to the New Jersey Department of Transportation pursuant to the Local Lands and Buildings Law, NJSA 40A:12-13B1. Can someone please introduce ordinance 2467?
I move to introduce ordinance 2467.
Second? Roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Naplatani?
Yes, that too will have its public hearing on June 6th. Ordinance 2468, which is an ordinance amending and supplementing Chapter 4 of the revised general ordinances of the Township of Ocean, 1965, entitled Alcoholic Beverage Control, subsection 4-3, Types of Licenses. Can someone please introduce ordinance 2468?
I move to introduce ordinance 2468.
Second?
I'll second.
Roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Naplatani?
Yes, that too will have its public hearing on June 6th. And finally, ordinance 2469, which is an ordinance supplementing Chapter 21 of the Comprehensive Land Development Ordinance of the Township of Ocean, subsection 21-55.14, Stormwater Control. Can someone please introduce ordinance 2469?
I move to introduce ordinance 2469.
Second?
Second.
Roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Naplatani?
Yes, that too will have its public hearing on June 6th. Public comment portion, anything germane to the Township of Ocean, you can step up to the microphone, state your name and address for the record. Yeah.
Blue Garner, 8 Overlook Boulevard, or 8 Overlook, Homedale, 07733. So I'm back. How you guys doing? I don't think this is a surprise. That's why I come today. I just want to, we were listening to the video, and when I asked the mayor, is your business, is your wife in business with Bestivola? You said, no, not in marijuana. In what business is your wife in business with Bestivola?
She's not in business with her.
Was she planning on getting in business? You
No.
said that on the, what'd you say upstairs?
I'm not going to get into this right now.
It's relevant. It is relevant, so.
It can be relevant. We're not
I'm
going to
just,
discuss
I
it
want
now.
to accuse officially on video that I believe that foul play exists in the council. I do think he is the one who put retail on, and for some reason he won't vote on this one. I think
you
it's
made an
clear.
accusation.
We will do what we need to do legally. I do apologize. Where there is smoke, there is fire, guys. It's that simple. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it all.
Anyone else wishing to be heard? Anything germane?
I'm not laughing at you, I'm sorry, I'm laughing at Don.
Don Stein.
Well, I'm probably going to be a two-subject wonder, but the first is what's going on with the Chestnut Avenue footbridge.
Dave?
Is there any money in the 2024 budget to address anything? And is there any proposal that we can hear what you want to do? Is there any rendering that we can look at? Has anything been happening?
I haven't gotten anything from Greg.
We haven't gotten anything from our township engineer. We did go out and check the site. We surveyed it. It's supposed to be in the hopper, so we will check with our engineer next week when he's back.
As mayor, last fall you said it would be ready this spring.
Here's the thing, we have to find the money to fix the bridge. That's the thing, and there's
Well-
major safety issues with the slippage out there. We did go out and assess it in the
I
fall.
understand it. That's why we're bringing it up.
We didn't forget about it.
The bridge is still heavily used. I want you to understand that. And unless you make it like the DMZ or something, people are going to use this footbridge. And
Dave,
as
can
the
we
weather
put that
gets
on the
better-
agenda for project?
It might be part of the capital plan, I just don't
Okay.
know.
So
Yeah.
it behooves
I don't know where
everybody
it's
to
at.
like move this forward because they're using it anyway, kids, whatever.
So Don, like the manager just said, it could be in the capital program right now. We will
Okay.
check with the engineer when he's back
Yeah.
next week, and we'll get back to you. I'll give you a call.
No, that's good because it is heavily used. It still is because I watch it every day. The other thing is deer. What's going on with the deer problem?
We just had a discussion about that tonight.
In workshop?
Yes, sir. So
And?
Dave will be submitting the plan to the state of New Jersey, and the fact that we are looking to do a hybrid, we have to get it approved if we're looking at doing some sort of deer management. If we did, and Dave answered this, if we did a straight hunt, we wouldn't need to get it approved, but because we're looking into a hybrid,
What do you mean by a hybrid?
Mr. Mayor, we do need to get it approved.
even for a straight hunt,
Yes, everything has to be
Ah,
approved by
okay,
the
then
commission. It might be an easier
yeah,
lift, but you still have to get the state's approval.
What do you mean by a hybrid?
hybrid, meaning that you're doing some sort of sterilization in conjunction with a hunt.
And you have the money to do this?
We could probably find
Or
some
the
in budget.
manpower to monitor it?
Don, we have to put the plan and get it submitted to the
I
state of New
understand.
Jersey, and once it's
I
approved.
know, but this has been a long time.
Agreed,
I mean,
Don,
when was
I
the
agree.
referendum? Rob, you were the only one that was here then. 2004?
5 years ago?
Five?
5 years ago?
Yeah,
19?
5 years ago?
I'm guessing 19?
Yeah, and you remember the state came in afterwards and gave a presentation here. You were the
I
only
think
one
they did it before,
here.
actually.
Yes. And these deers will start starving to death, actually. That's what they said. They're going to run out of food. And 101.5 Talk Radio, that was the topic today, and they had a good point. There aren't that many hunters anymore. There aren't that many young people getting out there and learning to hunt with bows anymore. So that creates another problem. So you really got to address this quickly.
Well,
One-
Don, if it goes forward and the state approves it, it's not like we're gonna let kids go out in the park and shoot deer. That's
no, that's
we
not
have
what
a
I'm saying.
there's a professional company that comes in. It's called White Buffalo. We've had
Okay.
conversations with them.
All right.
They know this space extremely well, and believe me, Don, I'm as frustrated as you.
No,
I'm
everybody's
sure
getting
Councilman
frustrated.
Chair is the same way, as he's been sitting up here just as long. So I mean, it is frustrating.
I understand.
And the state moves at a different pace, and our manager is going to have a meeting with Senator Gopal to discuss this as well.
Okay. And one other question. Is Sunset Avenue in Ocean Township a county road? It's a municipal road? Because the curb along the road is filthy dirty. I mean, it's just, and these landscapers come in, They blow everything right out into the middle of Sunset, and it happens all throughout the township. I see it all the time. And they just blow it out, and the stuff just goes back to the curb. But Sunset, I don't know if it's ever been swept in a long time, so if you could look into that.
Our, our new Public Works Director has actually put the street sweeper out quite a bit. We've gotten some compliments from several people that have seen it.
Yeah.
So we'll get the word out
Yeah,
to them
just
to get on Sunset.
tell 'em to
Absolutely.
check out Sunset, because I've
Absolutely.
never seen a sweeper there, and it's going to be inconvenient for people going down Sunset. Let's face it, that there's a sweeper in their
Yes,
way. But
he
if
will
it's
reach
early
out to
enough,
Steve.
you know.
For 3 minutes, come on.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Thank you.
Thank you, Don.
Good seeing you, Don.
Thank you.
While you're taking things.
I have 3 Boy Scouts in the back. Let's get up here by the microphone. Come on. Have to put you boys on the spot. Come on up. Don't be shy. I'm glad to see you guys here. It's awesome. What troop you at?
From Troop 71.
Oh, Troop 71. Okay, good deal. So you're here for a bit of a project, right? To
One of my Eagle Scout requirements is to like come here and just see
observe
Yeah.
and see how we actually operate. Good for you. That's awesome. And you're going to, how long before you become an Eagle Scout?
I'm pretty close. I'm a life scout right now. So
Okay. What's your project?
I haven't really thought about that yet, but I should definitely be looking at that soon.
Yeah. Put them on the spot there a little bit, right? Are you also going to be an Eagle Scout? What's your rank right now? Okay. I made it as far as first class. Unfortunately, I didn't go as far as you. And I got to tell you, you're to be commended for that, because becoming an Eagle Scout is absolutely tremendous. And my hat's off to you that you're going to do it, and I didn't. And I tell you, it takes a lot to do what you're doing, so congratulations. You guys have any questions for us?
No.
Well, thank you for coming out to the meeting. Your box has been checked. There you go.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you. Make sure you reach out to us when you get that Eagle Scout. Okay? Thank you. Anyone else wishing to be heard? Seeing none, do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Meeting adjourned.